if these other states that are going to be taking up these measures are going to get the same kind of national attention. And I'm wondering if that kind of national attention is essential to the success. Is that what's going to make them different? We keep saying, well, what was different about Wisconsin? Why did this work there? Well, maybe it was different because you had all these outside contributions. You had the whole country making this a national issue. This wasn't just about Wisconsin.
But I think the issues that I brought up regarding San Diego and San Jose might suggest, no, you don't necessarily need that national attention for the voters of a certain district or a certain state and hopefully a certain nation to see the handwriting on the wall, to see the problems for what they are and make necessary changes.
I think the leadership matters too, though, because I think Scott Walker was incredibly bold. He got out there on TV. He talked about what he was doing. He was unapologetic. He did not back away when he faced resistance. So I think it's key that if you're going to take up these measures, that you do have that follow-through and that the people who are supporting you know that you're going to have that follow-through.
I hope this emboldened other leaders.
Yeah, Katie, Jedediah here. You just touched on that, what I wanted to ask you, which is how do you think this is going to affect Barack Obama in an election season? Do you think that the general public cares about this issue enough where this becomes a hot-button issue for them and they look at Eric Holder and ignoring these subpoenas and all that's been going on and say, hold on a second, this is a little too shady for my taste?
What is wrong with you?
Well,
how can you pretend to care more about humanity when it really was? It was guilting them. It was like, how can you possibly say you care more about the poor when conservatives give more money than you?
Maybe it's also a really hard sell because Paul Ryan's the only guy that's really out there doing it. Every time we have a conversation like this, you bring up Paul Ryan and I nod, but we all think, well, who else? And you try to dig back into your brain to think of what other conservatives are out there making these kinds of arguments while the left paints us as allies of the 1%. There aren't many.
Conservatives themselves throw him under the bus for this.
Jedediah.
Yes. Well, Gallup ran a poll about evolution. And what they discovered was that 46% of Americans believe God created the human race in a single day 10,000 years ago. 78% of Americans believe God played some role in how people came to exist, while only 15% attribute it to evolution alone. So this often comes up, creationism versus evolution. I think it's really interesting to see where Americans stand on an issue like this.